Hi CFAS, and welcome to your AFN Sasebo Weekly Report. I'm Petty Officer Michael Sanchez. We'll bring you the top stories of the week from around base and keep you up to date with the latest events and command information. When a U.S. Navy ship is out to sea, her crew must be able to respond to potential disasters. Petty Officer Jeremy Graham tells us how one group of students has learned to deal with these underway emergencies.
Sailors from Fleet Activities Sasebo are preparing to contain water as it rushes into a ship's spaces. The flooding is thankfully in a controlled environment, under the supervision of instructors from Surface Warfare Officer School learning site Yokosuka. The instructors are leading students through courses that allow for hands-on training in emergency situations.
They did an outstanding job today, from the point of just coming in to where the investigators were at, and then coming down and actually getting the gear down in the space. Great job erecting all the different types of shoring and a lot of motivation behind them.
Stay tuned to AFN Sasebo for more stories from the SWA course. Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy Mike Stevens made history this week by becoming the first MCPON to deliver a speech at the Naval Academy. He addressed the class of 2019 who were just beginning their four-year academic tour. Stevens shared a personal story of overcoming adversity in his career and encouraged future naval officers to dig deep inside themselves when the going gets tough. Stevens said, quote, "Attitude is everything. Each morning when you wake up, it's a new day. So have a positive attitude, and when you step out, step boldly. Embrace the challenges you'll face." End quote. The class of 2019 is the most diverse class in U.S. Naval Academy history.
Hey CFAS, we're asking you to donate. No, not your money. Recyclables. To help out, all you need to do is donate things like styrofoam, newspaper, work cabinets, cardboard, more cardboard, electronics, a 2x4, hey, even shredded paper. You get the point. With your donation, you're helping with energy conservation, pollution prevention, and the NWR. For any questions or donations, visit Building 323 on the times listed. And remember, a community is only based on the sum of its parts, even if those parts are recycled.
How's the workout?
Oh yeah, I was gonna meet you there, but yeah, probably too late now.
Don't worry, the CFAS stream has 24-hour access now.
Oh, how convenient.
There he is. Have a good workout, buddy. Go through the side door, and don't forget to wipe down your equipment after.
Fire is a dangerous enemy to U.S. Navy ships. Petty Officer Jeremy Graham shows us how one group of sailors learned to fight back the flames in a hands-on training environment.
Training is a constant throughout the United States Navy. It's essential to keeping sailors mission ready. Sailors from Fleet Activities Sasebo completed the final shipboard firefighting course offered by instructors from Surface Warfare Officer School learning site Yokosuka after a week-long stay in Sasebo.
Right when you turn it on, the fire blows in right at you. And you're like, whoa, you kind of get shocked for a second there.
The best part was holding the nozzle, finally holding the nozzle and fighting the fire and putting it out and knowing your team is behind you and you're saving their lives, even though it's a training facility.
The students had fun putting out fires, but they didn't lose sight of why they were in this training environment.
Firefighting is one of the most important things that we need to know, so I was really grateful that they're giving this to us before we go on the ship, especially to people like me who don't know much about it, and because that's really one of our #1 enemies on the ship is fire.
As these students head back to their ships, they'll bring with them knowledge that can save lives. Petty Officer Jeremy Graham, Fleet Activities, Sasebo, Japan.
The facility used for these live fire drills was provided by Japan's Self-Defense Force. If you're a woman who is pregnant or with small children, you may qualify for the Women, Infant and Children, or WIC, overseas program. WIC provides mothers and their children with nutritious food, nutrition education, tips on preparing a balanced meal, and access to other resources to lead a healthy life. The WIC overseas program is available to eligible participants, including civilian employees, DoD contractors, family members, and, of course, service members. To learn more about the WIC overseas program and find out if you're eligible, go to tricare.mil/WIC.
Summer is here and you may find your yard looking like it needs some help. Don't sweat it. The Housing Office has opened their garden sheds for your lawn care needs. They provide lawn mowers, weed eaters, rakes, shovels, and safety goggles to help you out in cleaning your yard. Call the CFAS Housing Office about their self-help program Reserve the tools you need, pick it up from the garden shed, and you're all set to make your yard looking fresh and clean.
You're in the military now, but what are your plans for the long term? If you plan on getting out, it can be hard to make the jump from military to civilian. But when you get ready to transition out, you're going to need to know a lot of information. That's where the Transition GPS course comes in. It's a 5-day course designed to get sailors in the right mindset and sharpen all the necessary tools to get ready for the civilian job world. It covers everything from forms and finance to interview techniques. You can sign up over at the Fleet and Family Support Center. Whichever path in life you take, make sure you're prepared.
The CFAS Blue Bus, operated by the Family Member Assistance Team, or FMAT, is a valuable service to personnel traveling to or from Fukuoka. We'll introduce you to one sailor who adds a personal touch to every trip. It's a welcome sight for sailors who are new to Sasebo, on their way to their next duty station, or just exploring Kyushu for the weekend. The CFAS Blue Bus travels twice daily between Sasebo and the Fukuoka International Airport, but one sailor in particular makes sure everyone has a pleasant trip.
How you doing? I'm Aviation Sanders here at CFAS, working as Blue Bus attendant with FMAT.
I've been in the Navy for 9 years. First time in Japan, it was wonderful. In my line of work, I actually got hurt and been at the Blue Bus since. My favorite part of this particular duty is the customer service. It's satisfying knowing that I'm able to help somebody get from point A to point B, and it's also a joy to be able to help people like with whatever itinerary troubles that they might have along the way.
The Blue Bus is a unique service because it provides transportation at no cost to the traveler.
Today I'm PCSing to Naval Base San Diego, so it's nice to have a free service in the morning and not have to deal with the city bus. I've used the Blue Bus many times to go on leave, taking the Blue Bus up to Fukuoka City for sometimes some weekend trips, and it's been really nice.
Working as a Blue Bus attendant, more than likely I'm the first point of contact for a lot of new sailors. So I find it highly important to relay the correct information and make sure they're well taken care of along the way. It's definitely fulfilling, knowing that, you know, I made the transition for them, you know, especially coming from the States to Japan. And a lot of people, it's their first time coming overseas, that transition is smoothed out. So it's definitely a pleasure.
Petty Officer Michael Sanchez, Fleet Activities Sasebo, Japan. If you would like to reserve a seat on the Blue Bus, fill out the appropriate information on the CNIC website under Commander Fleet Activities Sasebo or email cfas_fmat@fe.navy.mil. We hope you've enjoyed watching your shipmates in action. From all of us here at American Forces Network Sasebo, have a great day.